At some point, your dividends stop feeling like a side bonus and start feeling like income. But when does that actually happen? Because this is where most people get it wrong. They think, if I just keep investing, eventually my dividends will replace my paycheck. And technically, that's true. But in reality, that moment is a lot further away than most people expect. It doesn't happen when you start. It doesn't happen when you receive your first dividends. And it definitely doesn't happen when you're making $50 or even $100 a month. So the real question is, at what point do dividends actually start replacing your paycheck? Because there is a moment where things shift, where your income stops coming only from your job and starts coming from your portfolio, not all at once, but gradually. $50 becomes $300. $300 becomes $1,000. $1,000 becomes $3,000. And at some point, that number starts to matter in your real life. It starts paying bills, reducing pressure, changing decisions. That's the moment we're going to break down in this video. Not just how dividend investing works, but when it actually starts working for you. We'll go through the real progression, the real numbers, and what it actually takes to move from working for money to getting paid without working. If you want to understand how this system really works, beyond the surface, take a second to like the video and subscribe. Because once you see this clearly, you stop guessing timelines and start building something intentional. Now, before we talk about replacing your paycheck, you need to understand why, in the beginning, this doesn't feel like income at all. In the beginning, dividend income doesn't feel like income. It feels like noise. You open your account and you see $8, $15, maybe $30 for the month. And even though it's technically working, it doesn't register as something real. Because it doesn't change anything. It doesn't pay a bill. It doesn't reduce your expenses. It doesn't replace any part of your paycheck. And that's where most people get confused. They think, if this is what dividend investing looks like, how is this ever going to replace my income? But here's what's actually happening. You're not in the income phase yet. You're in the accumulation phase. Let's put numbers behind it. Say you have $15,000 invested. With a realistic yield of around 3%, that generates about $450 per year. That's roughly $37 per month. Now look at that from a real-life perspective. You could be investing consistently, doing everything right, and still only be generating enough to maybe cover a single subscription. That doesn't feel like progress. But the problem isn't the strategy. It's that the base is still too small for the income to matter. Because dividend income is a percentage game, and until that percentage is applied to a large enough number, it will always feel insignificant. This is why the early years feel so disconnected. You're building something, but you're not feeling it yet. And that creates a dangerous misunderstanding. People think, I need higher yield. I need better stocks. I need something faster. But that's not what's missing. What's missing is scale. Because once the base grows, those same percentages start producing real numbers. And that's when things begin to change. Not suddenly, but noticeably. So now the question becomes, when does it stop feeling like noise and start feeling like income? There's a moment in this process where dividend income stops feeling like noise and starts feeling real. Not life-changing, but noticeable. This usually happens when your dividends move out of the double digits and into something closer to $100, $200, $300 per month. Let's break that down. At around $100 per month, you're generating about $1,200 per year. That's still small, but now it can cover something. A phone bill, a few subscriptions, maybe part of a utility. Now move up to $200 per month. That's $2,400 per year. Now you're not just covering something small, you're starting to offset real expenses. And then comes the first real shift, $300 per month. At that level, something changes psychologically, because now, for the first time, your portfolio is doing something you used to rely on your job for. It's not replacing your paycheck yet, but it's participating in your life. And that matters more than most people expect, because this is the point where the strategy starts to make sense. Not because the numbers are huge, but because they're finally relevant. You're no longer just investing for the future. You're starting to see results in the present. And that changes how you think about everything. You start asking different questions. How do I grow this faster? What would it take to double this? What happens if I keep going? Because now, there's proof. The system works. But here's the important part. Even at $300 per month, you're still far from replacing your paycheck. You've crossed the first threshold, but the real transition is still ahead. So now let's move to the next level, the point where dividend income stops being helpful and starts becoming powerful. This is where things stop being symbolic and start becoming functional. Because once your dividends move beyond a few $100s, they begin to reduce your dependence on your paycheck. Not replace it yet, but reduce it. Let's look at what that actually means. At around $500 per month, you're generating $6,000 per year. That's no longer a small number. That's part of your rent. That's your groceries. That's a real expense being covered. Now move to $800 per month. That's $9,600 per year. At this point, your portfolio is doing something meaningful. It's taking pressure off your job. And then you reach $1,000 per month. That's $12,000 per year. Now something changes. Because you're no longer just earning money from your job. You're earning from your investments too. And that creates a different dynamic. You still work. You still rely on your salary, but not entirely. And that's the key transition. Because financial independence doesn't start when you quit your job. It starts when your income has multiple sources, when your paycheck is no longer your only support system. And at this level, you begin to feel that shift. Decisions become easier. Stress decreases. You have more flexibility. Not because you're fully free yet, but because you're no longer fully dependent. And this is where most people get motivated again. Because now the effort finally feels worth it. You're not just building something for the future. You're experiencing it in the present. But even at $1,000 per month, you're still not fully replacing your paycheck. You're just entering the phase where that becomes realistic. So now we need to go further. Because the real transformation happens when this income starts competing directly with your salary. This is where everything changes. Because once your dividend income crosses $1,000 per month, it's no longer just support. It becomes competition. Not with your entire paycheck yet, but with a meaningful part of it. At $1,500 per month, you're generating $18,000 per year. That's not a side income anymore. That's a second stream of earnings that actually matters. At $2,000 per month, you're at $24,000 per year. Now your portfolio is covering a significant portion of your life. Half your expenses for some people, a large chunk of your obligations for others. And then comes the real shift, $3,000 per month. That's $36,000 per year. Now your dividend income is no longer helping, it's carrying weight. At this level, your job stops being your only source of stability. You're no longer thinking, I need this paycheck to survive. You start thinking, I have options. And that's the real transformation. Because financial freedom doesn't begin when you fully replace your income. It begins when you no longer depend on it the same way. Your mindset changes. Your decisions change. Your risk tolerance changes. You're no longer trapped in your job. You're choosing it. And that's a completely different position. But here's the important part. Even at $3,000 per month, you're still not fully replacing your paycheck for most people. You're just very close. And that final step is where everything connects. So now let's look at what it actually takes to fully replace your paycheck with dividends. This is the moment everyone is aiming for. When your dividends don't just help, don't just reduce pressure, don't just compete with your paycheck. They replace it. Completely. Let's define what that actually means. If your lifestyle requires around $4,000 per month, that's $48,000 per year. Now apply a realistic dividend yield, around 4%, not extreme. Not unrealistic, just sustainable. To generate $48,000 per year at 4%, you need about $1.2 million invested. That's the number. And once you see it clearly, everything becomes real. Because now this isn't about collecting dividends. This is about building a system that can fully support your life. And this is where most people miscalculate. They focus on how the snowball works, but not on how big it needs to be. They see small progress and assume it will eventually scale. But without understanding the target, the process feels disconnected. Now let's expand this. If your goal is $5,000 per month, that's $60,000 per year. At the same 4% yield, you now need about $1.5 million invested. If your goal is lower, say $2,500 per month, you're still looking at around $750,000. So even at modest income levels, the required capital is significant. And that's the reality behind replacing a paycheck. It's not about finding better stocks. It's not about timing the market. It's about reaching scale. Because once you reach that level, something powerful happens. Your portfolio doesn't just support you, it pays you every month, independently of your time. And that's the shift from working for money to money working for you. But now comes the most important part of the entire process. How do you actually get there? Because knowing the number is one thing. Building it is something else entirely. At this point, you know the number. You know what it takes to replace your paycheck. But the real question is, what actually gets you there? Because the dividend snowball itself is not the engine. It's the multiplier. The real drivers are three things: your contributions, your growth, and your time. And here's what most people don't realize. These three don't matter equally. They shift over time. In the beginning, contributions dominate, because when your portfolio is small, your dividends don't move the needle, your deposits do. If you're investing $200 per month, that's $2,400 per year. At a 4% yield, that's only $96 in dividends. Your income is coming from you, not your portfolio. That's why, early on, this isn't really a dividend strategy, it's a savings strategy, with a compounding layer on top. Then comes the middle phase. This is where growth starts to matter more. Your portfolio is larger, your dividends are bigger. Your reinvestment begins to accelerate things. Now your money is starting to contribute, not just your income. And finally, you reach the late stage. This is where compounding takes over. Your portfolio is large enough that your dividends start doing the heavy lifting. At this point, your monthly income doesn't come from what you invest. It comes from what you've already built. And this is where the snowball finally feels real. But here's the hard truth. Most people never reach this phase. Not because it's impossible, but because they break the process early. They don't invest enough. They're not consistent, or they don't give it enough time. So the snowball never reaches the size where it can take over. And that's why understanding this shift is critical. Because if you expect dividends to replace your paycheck too early, you'll always feel disappointed. But if you understand the phases, you stay in the game long enough to reach the flip. And once that happens, everything changes. Now let's close this the right way. At this point, you can see the full picture. A dividend snowball doesn't replace your paycheck overnight. It builds, slowly at first, almost invisibly. Then it grows, becomes noticeable, becomes useful, and eventually, it becomes powerful enough to replace your income. But that only happens after one thing: scale. Not just time, not just reinvestment, scale. Because the strategy itself doesn't change. The same dividends, the same reinvestment, the same compounding. What changes is the size of what you've built. And once that base becomes large enough, your income starts coming from a different place. Not your job, your portfolio. And that's the real transition. Not the moment you quit your job, but the moment your paycheck stops being your only source of income. Because from that point on, you're no longer working for money. You're working with money. And eventually, you reach the point where you don't need to work at all. Not because you got lucky, but because you built something that can sustain you. And that's what this entire process is about. Not just collecting dividends, but building a system that can replace your time. So if this gave you a clearer picture of when dividend income actually starts replacing your paycheck, take a second to like the video and subscribe. It helps the channel reach more people trying to build something real. And leave your comment to strengthen the discussion. And remember, every dollar you invest today is a small piece of a future where your income doesn't depend on your time. I'll see you in the next one.